Hi, my name is Tamika Woods. Today I want to um, touch on a very important topic in today's society, and that's voting. Voting is a right that all citizens that are of voting age and that are not ex-felons have the right to participate in. I think it is very important. It affects the society and it affects our country as a whole. We have politicians that run for particular offices, and in order for them to do their job effectively, it takes the vote of the people. Many people think that voting is not an issue or is not important due to the fact that some people, especially our youth, may think that, well, why vote? Because it's going to be the same way anyway. It's not going to make a change. My vote doesn't count. All that is not true. It will make a change. Your vote does count. Your voice should be heard in today's society. Your vote affects the outcome of the political race. For example, we had a large turnout for Bill Clinton when he ran for office. We had a large turnout for President Obama when he ran for office. However, we get into our local offices and the turnout is poor. It's very it's a very important issue in today's society because a lot of people don't want to take the time to register to vote. A lot of people don't want to take the time to go to the polls to vote. But however, people have so many issues about why this is not being done in their area, why this is not being done, why is our education system messed up, why do the students not have any books within the school system in Montgomery, Alabama. We ask all these questions as to why, but we don't have a solution. The only solution is to vote. You are empowered at the age of 18, male and female. It's males, especially if you are registered for selective services, you are encouraged to get out and vote. You're encouraged to be a part of your future. You want your future and want the things that you've worked so hard to get your taxpayers' money is going toward. You want to have officials in office that's going to look out for your best interests. You want to be able to go to these officials, talk to them about what's going on in the world. How can we make a change? What difference can I do? And how does my vote affect the political race? It affects it in many ways. It affects it because we fought so hard to get voting rights. Voting was used to not be a right that a lot of people did not have. Um, the immigrants, they didn't, they had to get voting rights over here in the United States. Um, this People came from slaves back in way back before our ancestors had to fight for their right to vote. That's why right now, going on in Selma, Alabama this week is the 50th anniversary of the crossing the Edmund Pettus Bridge. That's part of the civil rights movement, which is part of the rights that we received in order to vote. I encourage all youth, all nationalities, to exercise the right that you have if you are of a certain age to vote and make a change, make a difference in your society, make a difference in your life. You never know. You might be the one to be in that arena to run for a political office. Your children, your grandchildren might be the one to run for president. Who knows? It's important that you cast your vote. It's important that your voice be heard. And the only way to make change and a difference in today's society is to vote, be heard. Let the people know that, yes, my vote does count. Yes, I want to make a difference. Yes, I do care about my community. I care about health care. I care about taxes. I care about minimum wage. I care about the educational system. Your vote shows that you care. Without exercising that right to vote, it's null and void because you have no voice. You have no complaints. You are okay with how society is going. You're okay with the high rate of crime in your area. You choose not to get someone in office that can alleviate that or help dissolve the crime or do something, put task force out that can help you. Your voice must be heard. You must be able to exercise your right to vote and keep voting. That is your right. With the rights taken away to vote, there's nobody's voice to be heard. That way, we will not. We will be in a Fidel Castro where he was the dictator of everything. The people's votes didn't matter. They didn't have no rights. He ruled the entire country of Cuba. They had to do what he say. It did not matter. They had any voting rights. They did not have any. However, you have the right in the United States to exercise your right, to let your voice be heard, to not be in a dictatorship. That's why we have voting, and voting is very important. I do think that it makes a difference in everything that we do today. Even the young, the old, the babies that are coming up, they must be informed. They must know that they need to vote. Voting is the only way to make change in your world. Voting is the only way to make a difference. Voting is the only way to get your voice heard. If you do not exercise that right, we can never have change in America. It is all because of voting. I think that is very important. I think that if everyone exercised their right and not only turn out for the presidential races, we know we have presidential races every 4 years. Don't turn out only for the presidential races. Think about the councilmen in your district, in your community that can make a difference. Think about the mayors and the governors of your city and state that can make a difference. You want to put an elected official in office that can make a difference within your community. So by exercising your right to vote, if you're not registered, go register. It doesn't take 5 minutes. You can register online. You can go to the voting, your local area voting precinct. You can register by mail. However you choose. If you call over the phone, they will be able to submit you information by mail so that you can vote. Exercise your right to vote. In conclusion, I think by voting there will be change. If enough people get out there and exercise the right that we fought so hard to get, the world will be a better and safer place because everybody can come together and make change. But the only way we have to do it is to get your voice heard. And the only way to get your voice heard is through voting. Thank you, and this concludes my final.